Yep, that's one of my old videos. That's a little bit of a throwback to fall of 2021 when I decided to buy tickets and go watch the Packers play the Cardinals. It's like I live in Arizona. What better chance to go watch Aaron Rodgers and the Packers? So that was really fun. A day that I hopefully don't forget anytime soon. Um, as a Packers fan, honestly, I feel really bittersweet right now, and I don't know how long this video is going to be. I thought I'd just share some of my thoughts and how I feel and my reaction of Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go to the Jets. And truthfully, I could get on here and I could rant and I could call him a selfish player and I could call him prima donna, diva, whatever, crazy tinfoil conspiracy. No, but I could call him whatever I want. But the truth is it'd show what kind of fan I am if I said that. So the only thing really I could say to Aaron Rodgers is thank you. Like, he's not going to see this video. I'm probably never going to meet him in person. It'd be really cool to meet him. Just because, he's one of my idols. But I think Packers fans, we have been spoiled. We have been spoiled tremendously. And for us to be in contention to win the Lombardi every single year for the past 15 seasons, like, you cannot count out the Packers. Year in and year out since he has been under center, all the wonderful things that he has done, it's like, it's awesome. Not a lot of teams in the NFL can say that. Not a lot of teams can say they've been to the Super Bowl, that they've won a Super Bowl, that they've won a division title within the last 2-3 seasons. We've done that. Not me personally, but like the Packers have done that. And to say, "Oh, you son of a gun, get out of here, you selfish prick," it's like, it's a spit in his face. And honestly, I think it's a slap to who he is as a person and a player, because it's like, we should be saying nothing but thank you to Aaron Rodgers, because that dude has put up with a lot of crap that a lot of fans have realized now as of late. But also, he's been so good, and we have only been relevant because of him. So that's all I have to say is thank you, Aaron. We are going to be so lost without you, man. And then I'll say this right now quickly, compensation wise, I think we're going to get Zach Wilson, a first rounder and a second rounder for this trade. I didn't think he'd go to the Jets personally. I was leaning towards he might go to the Colts, he might go to the Titans, because he has a house in Tennessee, plus his relationship with Pat. That's why I thought he'd go to the Colts, because they were teasing him like, you look pretty good in blue and white, And so it's been fun to watch that. And I just think, too, along the lines of just him playing for the Jets, is I wish him nothing but luck, man. Like, I like how his competitive fire and his competitiveness makes him want to go to the AFC, because I feel the AFC is so much more stacked than the NFC, and it's getting even more stacked with Jimmy G on the Raiders. But for him to go in the same division as Josh Allen and to be in the same conference as Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, it's like everybody in the NFL media has written him off. Oh, he's not a top 5 quarterback anymore. He's washed. Those 2 MVPs, blah, blah, blah. What a selfish individual. It's like, instead of retiring and walking away, it's like, that dude embraced that head on. And it's like, yeah, I'll go play Josh Allen twice a year. I'll go play Joe Burrow. I'll go play Patrick Mahomes at least once a year, because AFC teams play AFC teams. And the odds are everybody's going to be like, yep, let's get it. Jets at Bengals, Chiefs at Jets. Like, they're going to write it down. They want it to happen. So it's like, I love how he took that initiative and that decision of, I'm still the guy. And I'm looking forward to it. Of course I'm going to root for the Jets in all those matchups. I think it's a little bit of that Mamba mentality, looking at it like how Jordan would, where it's like, and I took that personally, where he gets to have the last laugh. He gets to have the last say and be like, you know what? You guys have written me off, but guess what? I'm going to show you guys that, you're all clowns, because I'm going to go play Josh Allen, and I'm going to show him I'm still the guy. I'm going to show Mahomes I'm still the guy. I'm going to show Burrow I'm still the guy. I'm a bad man. I think it's going to be very fitting that he'll give it one last hurrah and show that he's still one of the faces of the league before he passes it over, because he'll pass it over to the younger guys, and the younger guys will go on and be the faces of the league, which that's going to happen. Like, I have accepted that, and I bet he has too, but for him to be like, hey, bring it on. That is so cool. That is so cool, and I'm looking forward to that. Do I think they're Super Bowl contenders? Like, they're going to win it the first year? Like, you know, how Peyton Manning and the Broncos went to the Super Bowl the first year when they lost to the Seahawks? No. I mean, this is still the Jets we're talking about, but I think he's going to put up a good fight. I think it's very fitting that he decided to clear up some of the air on the Pat McAfee show. Like, I've been following Pat McAfee forever. I've enjoyed the Aaron Rodgers Tuesday segments. It was very fun in 2020 and 2021 to follow along every single week through the wins and the losses, and just to know that these people that I'm watching, they're real people. They have emotions, and that's really cool. And to me, I hope that if I ever get the platform or the decent enough followers, or my channel ever gets big enough, that I'm able to do that one day. Like, personally, I'd love to do that. I'd love to interview players and, you know, root for them. I think that's where the sports world is going right now. And I think that's why a lot of people have hatred for Aaron Rodgers and stuff, and his villain, is because what we have learned and what we have seen is, like, I think all professional sports athletes are just sick and tired of the ESPNs and the sports centers and the CBSs, NBCs of the world. Like, they like going to the smaller guys like Pat McAfee, even though, okay, 2 million's not that small, and hopefully I can have that kind of same approach and carry and represent myself like that too, where it's like, you know, if I ever interview a player, it's like, I'm not here to interview you for likes and comments to, you know, build my, you know, channel bigger and better. It's like, I'm there to build a relationship with that athlete, and I'm there to, you know, talk about the good, talk about the bad, talk about where they move going forward, and root for them, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. I think the corporations have lost that, and so to see him, you know, just kind of stick it to him and be like, yeah, all of you tuned into this show to watch me officially announce I have signed with the Jets. And for him to have that last laugh and be like, well, decision was made a couple days ago. That bait and switch, was chef's kiss. It was beautiful because he got the last laugh. And so, last point is, let's rewind. This all started back in 2020 when we decided to draft Jordan Love, which I think was an absolute mistake. I'm from Utah. I've watched Aggie games. My uncle is the biggest Aggie fan I know. Jordan Love was not good. He simply wasn't. And that's not to hate on him, but it's like, I look at it, we didn't draft any wide receivers that were still on the board at the time. There were better quarterbacks, there were better tight ends, there were more weapons still left on the board for the Packers to try to draft to help Aaron Rodgers, but it's like, no, let's go get a quarterback. And I think this process would have been better received by Aaron if there was communication. If there was communication after the 49ers lost, they said, you know, they called him up, hey, Aaron, we're going to go draft a quarterback. Who would you like us to draft? Or, we're starting to get into our draft process. What would help you? What would benefit you? I don't think that conversation happened at all. And that's what the sad reality of this business is that's what happens. And, like, honestly, if Patrick Mahomes said, hey, I need a wide receiver, the Chiefs are going to do that. If Joe Burrow says, you know what, I think I need some linemen, what do? They go sign Orlando Brown. And it's like, to watch that same thing not be reciprocated for Aaron Rodgers is absolutely hilarious. It's hilarious to watch that Aaron Rodgers has done what he's done. He's shown up every year with almost a new team, and he has made them good. He has made them playoff contenders. He's made some wide receivers that are absolute garbage look decent and, you know, presentable to be like, hey, let's go pay this guy a contract. That is what Aaron Rodgers does. That's what Tom Brady does. That's what Peyton Manning does. I think that's what Patrick Mahomes is starting to do. Like, I do genuinely think Patrick Mahomes is good enough where he does make guys better. It's very sad that this process started because there was a lack of communication. I would have drafted Jalen Hurts. And I think that comes to show not the laziness, but kind of the fear of NFL scouts and our personal scouts as the Packers organization, because it's like, where and in what world on any draft board was Jordan Love ever better than Jalen Hurts? Where? It's like Jalen Hurts was a SEC champion. He was a Big 12 champion. He was a national champion. Where, like, it just amazes me. There was Jake Fromm. There was, who was the other guy? Like, we wouldn't have gotten Burrow or Herbert or Tua because they were gone. But it's like, if I was the GM and I was in that position to be like, okay, we're going to go get a quarterback. Like, it's set in stone, we're going to go get a quarterback. Jalen Hurts. We should have got Jalen. Because now it's like, Jalen's had a phenomenal season. He was an MVP runner-up with the Eagles. Super Bowl runners-up, you know, because they lost on a controversial call to the Chiefs. So it's like, we chose Jordan Love. Could have had Jalen. Have Jalen train under Aaron Rodgers and have the next great Packer after Rodgers retired after 3 seasons. Because he was going to retire. Nope. We'll take Jordan Love. But it is what it is, man. And you know what? Jordan Love could honestly shut me up and be like, dude, I've kept this. I've held on to this video and I've used this video as motivation. Jordan Love could go win the MVP. Jordan Love could go win a Super Bowl. Jordan Love could be the next best Green Bay Packer quarterback. But right now, as hindsight is 2020, it's like selfishness. Selfishness and a lack of communication drove Aaron Rodgers away from the Packers. What else? I don't really have anything else to say, honestly. I mean, he's going to kill it for the Jets. And it's going to be weird watching him in a Jets uniform. But you know what? Can't hate on the dude. I'm going to root for him either way. So see you in the next video. Deuces.